All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Last week we posted our games and then 190 odds. We only lost by 2 games. AC Milan and Atlanta. It didn't really go well with them. I'm shocked that AC Milan, after beating Liverpool 5-2 in preseason, everybody thought that they are coming back this season hot. But let's forget about that. We are on your favorite FPL channel, and right here with me is Eric.
Yes, Team Eric. We are here, right here with you. Tell us.
All right, so we will jump right into last week's recap of how teams performed, how players performed, and were they up to your expectations or things didn't go as you wished. Shay, what did you think about last week?
For me, last week, I wasn't very excited with the performance of my team and my selection, if I'm being honest. I think I ended up with like 60 points. But there were a lot of like big guns that failed. For instance, Haaland. I didn't expect what I saw from Haaland. But there were some positives. Pickford did very well. Grealish finally paid off from my original selection. So in general, it was just an average performance. But yeah, that's about it for my team. I don't know how was it for you guys as well?
With me, we're in game with 2. Still, it's not really going well for me. All my players are not delivering, but I'm trusting them to deliver eventually. Bowen, which I thought was going to do well, got only 2 points. My other guys 2 points, and unfortunately I put Van der Ven on the bench, which didn't help me. He had a clean sheet because Tottenham against West Ham, Tottenham against City. I didn't know that City was not going to score even a single goal. Look at Haaland, blank. So I put him on the bench, but I knew at least City is going to get a goal. But they kept the clean sheet. I think their manager is doing so well. Tottenham are playing a very good game now, defensively controlling the ball and everything. So so far for me, it's not the best. I'm last, or let me say I'm 13 for the second time in a row, and then I want to do some minor changes, going to game with 3. And I think I'm still believing that I'm going to pick up the pace, and I'll jump right in from game with 3. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, so far. Carlos, what do you think?
Well, right before we jump into what Eric is saying, he's saying he's going to do some minor changes, but I think he's limited because the maximum transfer he will probably have by now is 2. So I don't see what 2 people can do to change a team that is last on the table, you understand? But all the same, he says he will jump right back in. Let's see how he does that. But on a good note, we said it's a bad week, but people actually, the highest point scorer was 140 points. And the surprising thing is that he triple captained Timber. I mean, who does that? Who triple captains Timber? Guys, would any of you triple captain a defender who you're not even you're not sure is likely to start?
Yeah, because it's crazy because the last match came in as a sub, isn't it?
Exactly.
So I didn't even think about it for my team, so I'd never have expected that. But one thing I noticed even from last week, like game week 1, was that a lot of people that actually get the top points for the week, they actually use their chips. So triple captain, bench boost, and to be honest with you, it's just a lot of pressure because for me, you're sitting on 60 and then you're seeing someone at 113 or 140, and you're asking yourself, does that person have 2 heads? How did they come up with their team selection? It's crazy. That's my opinion on that anyways.
Yeah, to pick it up with Carlos, when he said I'm doing a minor 2 change, he wouldn't do anything. I still have players, they didn't deliver in the first week and the second week, but who knows? Timber, last game week, he came on as sub, right? Mm-hmm. And then he delivered this second game week. So anything can happen. I still have the guys, I still have Salah, who even at least gives me an assist or a goal in both game weeks, even though they come in at the last minute. He has not blanked so far, and I still trust him. I still have players in my midfield. Vet is there, but I think finally I'm giving up on the guy. So I'll put him right on the bench to break. I'll be getting Pedro now. Let's see how it goes. But I think, Carlos, just keep it calm and you see how it goes, because I still have 11 players on the field and anybody can deliver. You understand?
But so are you planning to use your wild card or something? Or you think it's still too early?
I'm not panicking just yet.
That's
I'm
good.
trying to hold on, but it depends on how it goes. If I game with 3, maybe I might be forced to use a chip, because so far it's not working for me. You understand? It's not working for me at all.
But one question I was going to ask as well, when you mentioned Salah, was because Salah is Salah, and he has been doing what he has been doing for how many years now. So it's almost a no-brainer in terms of Salah, even if I don't use him on my team. But I know his value, isn't it? But my question is, you know, last week he scored 1 goal. Like the previous game week, he scored 1 goal. Last game week, he had an assist. So he's still doing something. But now he's the most expensive player in FPL. Do you think it's worth it for the 1 goal, the 1 assist, or do you have faith that he's still going to get to the point where he's doing like 2 assists or 2 goals and 1 assist and the likes? Do you think he'll get back to that place?
What Salah is doing currently is him being at his lowest, you understand? And he's still delivering for us. So, how do you think to go when he's on his highest level? You're going to get 2 goals, you're going to get hat-trick, assist and everything, you understand? So I keep holding him and he's still my captain for game week 3, you understand? Even though I play Arsenal, that's where the guy shines. In the thick games, he comes for his manager, so I still have him, you understand?
Yeah. Just the Eric today is very serious. He's not in a joking mood. He's planning to win manager.
Because the game is not going well. We need
Carlos,
to sit down and plan.
Carlos, you're in for it because I think you're the one that's been poking Eric in the group and posting his team sheets.
Well, one thing I must say is that I don't really think his team would do any better than he's been doing. But let's not make this all about Eric, all right? So last week we made some recommendations as well ourselves. I think I went for Munetsi because Wolves played a very brilliant game against Man City, even though they lost by 4. I think they played a very brilliant game, and I watched that game completely, and I thought Munetsi and Bellingham were going to play, a very good game in their next fixture. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. It didn't work out at all. So my recommendation was Munetsi, but Munetsi didn't work out. Sheyi, what was your recommendation?
Oh, my recommendation was Mbuemo and Cunha for Man U, but I expected more from Man U, to be honest. Against Fulham, they ended up drawing. I thought Mbuemo actually assisted, but then the goal was given because Euro should have scored, but goal was given as a own goal at the end, so there was nothing for those guys. I think they played 2-2, and after the game, I just told myself that I don't think I'll ever recommend any Man U player for a while, because they are just not doing well at the moment, isn't it? And it's really sad. But anyways, that's me, Eric. How about you?
You recommended Villa defense, which the Brentford scored them. Also recommended Chelsea defense.
Yeah.
But West Ham scored 1
They
goal.
considered 1 goal.
Yeah, but Cucurella, who was a defender, gave
Well, you
an
had
assist.
Cucurella as well,
Yes,
no?
he gave an assist. He gave some points.
Yeah.
I mentioned Ekiteke, who had a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a goal.
Yeah, but you remember you said that you doubt him, but he has scored like 4 goals in 3 games.
Consecutively.
Yeah. So
3 goals in 2 games. Right?
yeah, sorry, 3 goals in 2 games.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's doing well. Yeah. I
Oh,
think,
but he also scored in the. He scored in the. What's it called? Community Shield. Yeah, that's why I got my. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, he's been doing well.
Yeah, the guy is doing well.
Yeah.
The guy is doing well. I didn't expect him to do something against Arsenal coming this Sunday.
I think that'll be a really tough game, to be honest.
Yes. But if you're doing going to be a goal, it's going to
Because
be part of it.
Arsenal's defenses, they're solid. Gabriel, Saliba, White, Timber, Califori, they're quite solid. With Rice and then Zubimendi in the midfield as well. Yeah, they're quite good.
Arsenal defense has been
For the past 4 years, 3 years, yeah, they've been quite good. It's like every team I've chosen for a while now always has a
Saliba.
one of them, Saliba, Gabriel. You can almost
Timber. And
you
they give you 6 points.
And there was was it 2 years ago when Ben White was doing really good? He was scoring, he was assisting.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, Arsenal defense is always a go-to defense for sure. Always a go-to defense.
All right, so looking at it, what's your recommendation for this week? Because personally, I think the team I think would do very well this coming game week was Manchester United. But after watching yesterday's game, come on, man, it's guys, what's happening to Manchester United? Like, you just can't explain what's wrong with the team. Is it a formation? Is it a coach's tactics? Like, what's the problem? You're now having world-class players in Cunha and in Mbuemo. These were players who were scoring at Brentford and Wolves like any other day. They just scored for fun.
I don't know.
And they just get into Man U and they can't find any. Like, what's the problem?
I just saw a news flash today. Amorim stepped down. I went to read what like he stepped down to a restaurant to have a food. I thought the guy was going to be sacked. But
No, but to be honest,
still in the game.
I hope nobody attacks me, but I think he'll get sacked really soon. I was a fan of his before I came to Man U, and I believed that it was going to pick up at some point. But with the way he started this season, guys, I swear to you, I think he's going to get sacked soon.
Yeah.
and I honestly think he needs to leave his formation. Like that formation is not working for Man U at all.
He mentioned that the best team won, but the best players lost.
That's
Press
rich.
conference.
That's rich.
All right.
But let's look at this coming game with 3, how it's going to go.
Yeah, but I think if you still ask me, I'll still go for Manchester United players. I think at home to Burnley, with the defeat they had yesterday, and then playing at home to Burnley, I think there might just be something. They might find that spark at Old Trafford this time around.
But Burnley won their last match against Sunderland, so they would have like some high energy.
I believe so. And Manchester United lost their last
Yeah,
game.
so Burnley would have high energy.
I understand your point, but at Old Trafford, I believe that is where Manchester United is going to unlock whatever thing is wrong with them.
Well,
and there, I think the coach might at some point decide, to bring in Sesko from them. I don't understand why you're playing Cunha as a striker.
I don't understand.
So if you're playing Sesko, Cunha, Mbeumo, and then Fernandes, Casemiro, or Mount, or however you want to play that midfield behind them, if you want to maintain that same formation you're playing, well, I think that should be a good start for Sesko, because you can have a world-class striker and put him on the bench and play a midfielder or a false nine as your top striker in Cunha. That doesn't work. So I think when he brings in Sesko at Old Trafford and Cunha and Mbeumo are behind, I'm very, very sure that would be a winning start for Manchester United at Old Trafford.
Yeah, I think I go with you, and I will still keep Fernandes. I'm even tempted to shoot the captain armband from Salah and give it to Fernandes.
Oh wow, that'll be bold. But
that's what I'm thinking, because as you're saying, Burnley and then it's Old Trafford. Let's see. Last week, if he didn't miss that penalty, he's on like 12 points. You understand?
Oh, is it?
Yes, but he ended up with what, two points. So I think the guy will step up coming weekend and then deliver some assists, if not goals, for United. And I'm also looking at Chelsea. João Pedro seems to be getting the game time now. Not like at Brentford that not at Brighton that he comes in and goes. But I think last game he started and was in for a very long time. So I'll bring him in this weekend. Yeah. And
well,
Ekiteke as well. Yeah.
Well, for me as well, I have 2 transfers like I mentioned the last time. I'd still keep my team as it is in general. I think Vitz, I've lost patience with him. It's expensive, like 8.5 or thereabout.
I think he has dropped in 1. So it's 8.5.
That's terrible. Yeah, so
7.9.
I've lost value. But yeah, I think I'm going to take him out, and then I try to look for someone from Newcastle, because they have their next run of games are a bit favorable. So like if you check your FDR list, you'd see that they have 2 green matches next. So I think I'll look for, actually the person I had in mind was Gordon, but then sadly he got a red card against Liverpool. Like very sad. I actually think that, well, it was a dangerous tackle sort of, but I think he could have actually gotten off with a yellow. But yeah,
but
football.
I think we should be mindful of the international break coming just after this run of games. There's going to be 2 weeks of international break, so players will go and come back with injuries. So maybe, just maybe, you don't want to use all your 2 transfers. You want to get just one, because you can buy a player and then he goes on international break and then
he gets injury. No, 100%, and that's fair, to be honest, and that's like solid advice. Thanks for that. It's just that right now I have Frimpong on my bench that's injured. Like if you look at my team sheet for last game week, I had 0-0-0 on my bench, so I need to correct that just in case something like what happened last week with Palmer, that got he dropped off the team because of training injury. So at least I have some points on the bench that can come on, So I think I'll still use my two game transfers, and then we'll see. Hopefully next week is better. The intention, like Eric said, for me as well, last week, the intention for me is to be top at the end of game week 38. So at the end of the day, we'll see who ends up there. Carlos still said the same thing. He's going to remain top, even if he has dropped now. Just putting it out there.
He dropped there?
Yeah, he dropped.
Bro, that's going to be his new list. It's going to be dropping.
The trend, isn't it?
Well, guys, as you can see,
it's not news.
As you can see on your screen now, it's our group standing. Our FPL group standing is on your screen right now, and then you can see ideal team is first
top,
in the group.
Yes.
Shea is second in the group, and I'm third. You understand? So
But it's a very tight one.
Last week.
I was second last week.
Who was first?
Copy K.
I mean, first game week. Okay. That's
Yeah.
fine.
So
you
first
dropped
game
one.
week. Yeah. Last week I was first.
Yes, you're
The
first.
first
last
game week
I
you
was
were first.
Yeah, it was just the first game
And so you
week.
dropped 2.
So I just dropped 2 spots. But
The
the point,
reading me to drop it by 2.
Guys,
So by
guys.
game week 6, you're allowed.
Now I see.
guys,
Now I see what Eric
guys,
is
as you
doing.
can see,
Oh, okay.
as you can see, the point between me and Eric is not something to even talk about. I think it's a lot of points. Anyway, but as I'm saying, it's on your screen, and the person who wins the month gets 500 cities, for winning the
Oh
month.
yeah, that's still open. That's
Yes,
still
that's
open. Yeah.
And then we have the international break, like Eric mentioned, coming up. So you have to be careful with whatever transfer you want to make, so you don't buy players who go and come back injured. Palmer is out, Saka is out, Gordon is out, and Newcastle is having a very good fixture against Leeds, away to Leeds. And you expect that Gordon would have performed very well in that game. He's been played as a striker since Isak is out.
Who are we to look at now in Newcastle?
So in Newcastle, I'm thinking one of the best
Bruno
options.
Guimaraes,
Well, for me, I think it's Elanga.
Barnes.
Correct,
Yes,
Elanga.
I think
Okay.
it's Elanga.
And where is this guy? They have this player that was doing very well last season.
Murphy.
Murphy. Where is he?
He's on the bench, I think. He was on the bench in the last
So
match.
bring
He
him
came
back.
on
I
as a
think-
sub,
I think,
or in game week 1, I
They,
think.
they are starting more of Barnes.
Even Harvey Barnes is
Yeah,
there.
Harvey Barnes is there.
So-
Tonali,
Yeah.
but
But I think I'll if anything, Barnes or Elanga.
yes.
Those guys.
So because Elanga is taking most of their corner set pieces, you understand. So he's likely to get an assist or grab a goal himself.
Sorry guys, I was just going to look for a bit of trouble and just ask Eric. First month, 500 up for grabs. What are your plans?
Oh, the first month is gone. It's gone.
Well,
After the international break, it's going to be different. You understand?
all I'll say is that's the first time I've ever give up on something.
Oh no! Last season, the first month, I wasn't in competition. But what happened? I think I have majority. No.
Yeah, you had a very good comeback. You
Yeah.
came from like about 8th, I think, and you ended
all the
up
way
second. Yeah, ended
And
up
even
second.
In the last game of the 38th game week, Salah or something happened. I would have won.
Yeah, but I think you actually, at the end of the day, you won more money in terms of months and then your position second than the person that won.
Second.
Yeah,
I won the cup.
yeah.
I won that particular game week, and I
Yeah.
won that particular month. You
Well,
understand?
guys, let's just say I want to be like Eric when I grow up. He's always
like-
he's cashing out, but this is yeah. I want to be like you when I grow up.
We are
Let me
not
just
way,
leave it
just
like that.
Second game week, so I'm not
Well,
feeling so.
I see
great.
Carlos's face. Carlos is just
Well,
giving
I,
you
I,
like.
I have like a secret I want to keep till next recording that we do. The next game week, I'll bring. It will be there. It wouldn't be a secret anymore. So I'll
It's-
spill that on the next game week.
His best ever achievement is using about 2 chips in a month to win the month. That's what he did. He used his bench boost, he used his triple captain, and he even won with just 2 points, leading the person to get 500
Guys, let's just say there's a bit of rivalry there. So,
Carlos is not competition. That's what I'm trying to say, guys.
Carlos is not
All right, we'll still see how it goes, guys. We'll wrap up here, but
Let's give them the magic bet code. You understand?
all right. So the code is on your screen. So what we're doing this time around is that we're going to introduce a smaller odds, so something like a 5 odd, which is more likely to boom, and then we're going to keep dropping the over 100 odd,
Yeah.
with the 1 cut option.
But guys, we need to consider for those of us that like money, we need to consider the
Yeah. The
10,000 odds.
odds to be there, but guys, try to pick your best 10.
Yeah.
Your best
Oh, yeah, that'll be
15
good,
out
that'll be
of it,
good.
You understand?
It might be
Try
a
to
lucky
do your
week,
own
yeah.
editing, and then it will be a
Yeah,
good-
and post it as well, so other
Yeah.
people can
Yeah.
get
just
to see
post
as well.
Your edit in the comments, and
Yeah.
you guys can get on it.
Yeah, so we can all boom together at the end of the day.
you
That's the
understand?
plan.
That's the plan for us to leave poverty. You understand? So let's boom together, guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thank you,
Thank you
guys.
for watching. We'll see you again next week. As you can see, Eric is moved, and I am moving too. Catch you next week. All right.